So we've gone from marketing, we've gone from metrics, we've done making dreams come true. And I'm ready for my next guest, when my team is ready to bring them up. We have awesome Carrie, who's going to help protect our data. Protect our data. Carrie, tell us what you at Dental Insurance Services, awesome sponsor of the group, what do you do on a day-to-day basis to prevent crying inside for dentists?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming up in October is Cyber Awareness Month. And so I'm one of 3 pillars to make sure you are cyber secure and protected. So you want to make sure you have a good IT company. You want to make sure you have compliance in place. And then more importantly, you want to make sure you have a cyber insurance policy in place. And so that's what October is all about, is Cyber Insurance Awareness Month.
That's great. We say ask that. Do you have a good IT company? Yes or no? Are you compliant? And what was that third one there they should know?
Do you have cyber insurance in place in case something happens?
Cyber insurance. So tell us a little bit, I can tell this funny story about my awesome dad and his partner. In 1999, a lot of his patients, when they were in the chair, said, are you ready for Y2K? Because Y2K, they had said, when the year came 2000, all the computers were going to shut down. And my dad looked at him with confidence and said, we are totally ready in this dental office for Y2K, because they had 0 computers. They were still writing things down. I remember as a child going into the office so my dad could check his big appointment book. And, and actually there's some, even though people think that's so behind the times, there was some quaintness to that, but we don't have that world anymore. And now we have all this data. So why is it important, if someone's listening in, just to know how important it is to protect your data? What happens if things go wrong? What happens if your data gets stolen? Do you go directly to jail? What happens?
That's okay. You go directly to jail. So if your data gets stolen, you need to make sure that you're in compliance with HIPAA, which means that you're going to have a forensic investigation, and you're going to have to notify all of your patients. So having a cyber liability insurance policy in place that not only pays for your lost income while you're down, but also pays to notify all your patients, pays for their forensic investigation, and pays for, the damage to your software and hardware. It used to be that you could just unplug your computer and kick them out and go to your backups, but that's not the case anymore. And they are absolutely able to hide in your backups and take you down. So it's very scary.
And I'll share one of the 3 worst days of my life is when we were hacked and everything went as well as possible. And it was a total nightmare. Cost time, cost money, cost stress. The IT department was there. I remember we had to send our thing. Also, what's interesting about life, Carrie, is like, I'm a dentist and I know there's vulnerability to being hacked, right? I'm a business. I know that this could happen, right? And you have these best practices, and we didn't have any HIPAA breaches and it was all fine. But when you get notified as the customer, you always go, what kind of rinky-dink operation is Target really running, right? So if Target notified me and said, hey, Paul, your credit card was involved in some sort of data breach, everything was okay, but we just want to let you know, I lose trust in Target because I'm emotional, right? I shouldn't, because I have the exact same type of business, but it's why it's so important to hire people like you, because maybe you can talk about when you've dealt with this with customers who had to either file claims. Are they emotionally undone? Are they very, very stressed? Tell us about that impact on the practice owner.
Oh no, absolutely. And what, like you were saying, you didn't have faith in Target. So one of the biggest things about that is your reputation and making sure it's handled correctly in your PR. And I've seen it handled really incorrectly, and I've seen it handled greatly. So I'll give an example. If you're in a smaller town and you have a hack, sometimes it can make the news. Sometimes it can make the local paper. It is live, so that can happen. We had a dentist one time who decided to just send a postcard to every patient to let them know. And of course, the local news got a hold of the postcard and put it everywhere. So you have to be really delicate. You want to make sure that the PR part is part of your policy. Yeah. But I will tell you that the amount of attacks are almost weekly now that I get claims that we have people coming in. It's not just big offices, it's small offices. They're getting trickier. We had one last week where they figured out the password to their payroll system. So it wasn't even their own computer, but it was their third-party payroll vendor. They went in, created some fake employees, paid them $20,000 each, and then spammed the dental practice's emails so that there was tons of emails going in. So they didn't get the notification that the employee was made. And their payroll company had a direct EFT link. So the money came out of the dental office and they were out $250,000 for these fake employees. And they have to try and get that. So that's funds transfer fraud, and we have a policy for that, and they have coverage for that. But if they didn't, it's not like their, patients got attacked, their files got attacked. Like they're finding ways to get into people's system. It's not just a fake email from UPS now.
Yeah, that's like one of those movies from John Grisham, The Firm. You got to write that up. It's a dentist data breach. The next show coming to a streaming service. Well, I so appreciate what you do, Carrie, to help our dentists stay aware, stay protected, be responsibly scared. People can text DIS to 215-543-6454. If they wanted to reach out to you directly, how could they do that?
Yeah, they can just text me at 850-350-7155 or call me. And for October, our cyber liability carrier coalition is giving away microfiber wipes for your loops, and they're great.
Oh, nice.
And so if you want to get a cyber insurance quote from them, from my website, they will send you a free microfiber fleece.
Awesome. Our dentist people, we love free stuff.
Yeah.
It's literally our favorite thing. Our crown preps, $2,000 works of art. But us, we like free stuff. So your audience. Well, thanks so much for sharing with us, Carrie, and being part of our community.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Nacho TV, we can bring the Dr. Jason Smithson thing back up. So I inspire you, kindly annoy you to come to Philadelphia to see one of the best dentists on earth. Text Smithson to 215-543-6454 or go to dentalnachos.com/events to get 3 Fs in Philadelphia with us: food, fun, and friends. Thanks so much for being here with me today.